tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the ball down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need Jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the ball down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued.
Folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Detroit Lions. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the 20.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On second down, Swift. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up third down.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
It's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 25-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he's going to go down here and sack. They push him back to the 34. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes.
And the ball comes out. Love lost it, and the Lions have recovered.
That's a down and distance coach is always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And He knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Here's a good way to kick off the drive, complete over the middle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Prescott on first down. And this one quickly to Lamb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the red zone now, Prescott. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Here's Swift. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
7. Patriots, nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
First down, going to the air with Love. Flush to his right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. Well, he went on the move there and started rolling out. I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
The tackle.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On 2nd down now, Swift. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots' 41.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. They'll try and run here with Swift. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now. Back deep for New England, Julian Edelman. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Pats will take over at their own 20. The Pats at the line ready to go. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now Love to Michelle on the screen. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards to pick up there. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run it. This is Michelle. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
And it's 3rd down.
Working out of the gun. Love. He's going to look deep for Edelman. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence.
Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's there is going to be a safety. And he will at least be able to fall on it himself, but it was 4th down, and the possession changes. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Pats at the line, ready to go, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
At the 39-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On the ground, Michel. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
At the 43.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Michel on the carry.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Patriots.
From the gun, they run with Michel. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Love. It's a screen pass. It's complete. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
10 at the 35-yard line.
Play action. Prescott rolling to his right. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another big gain or 2 in succession as this one goes for 32.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. And it's 2nd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. again, it's Prescott. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1st down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. On 2nd down, Swift. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Lions add on to their lead. And he puts it through.
Makes the score Lions 14, Patriots 2.
Kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a 1st half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the 2nd. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
Throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Hakeem Butler there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
That one complete to Keene, the tight end. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this 1st half of action. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Again, it's Love. Now they set up the screen. That's good play. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And a Patriot 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the air again, Love. And that'll be caught by the tight end, Keene. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
The 16-yard line. It's a pickup of
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Going back to Love. Flushed out right. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
on the throwaway.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. A 33-yarder from the left hash. McCrane's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On second down, Michel. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And it's Michel once again. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 2 yards on that play, and the Patriots will get a new set of downs.
Patriots.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the ground is Michel. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Second down, Love. Over the middle, Julian Edelman, it's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Prescott on 3rd and 2, eluding the pressure right, and that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Patriots take over.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
The 35-yard line.
The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And a Eagles man, that's Edelman. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Flush to his right. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On first down, Michelle. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one up.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Dalton Keene, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for it, and momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Looking to throw. Prescott. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the 39. 11 yards there. First down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
He's
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll find Swift out of the backfield. He'll go down, but not before getting us inside the 30. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Prescott from the gun. He's through the at the 5. Get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Makes the score Lions 21. Patriots.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. There's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now pass here caught by Edelman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Patriots.
Love from the gun. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 15. And he's got some space here. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the 24-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. PAT. And that one could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
28, Patriots 12.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at about the 31. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
On to add the extra point. For 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Lions 35, Patriots 12.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Patriots take over first and 10 at their own.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. Looking deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
A 41-yard gain.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration to body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now left side on the swing pass. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Love now on second down. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And the Patriots are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Working out of the gun. Love. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Again, he was looking for Devontae Adams, but it'll be second and goal. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Hakeem Butler, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots get a score closer. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. They'll run for it with Michel. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit.
Patriots 20.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one. Their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
First down, and they go with Swift again. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
3 brings up 3rd and 8.
Now a carry for Swift. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
And my goodness, another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
37-yard line.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Detroit, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for New England, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.